What's up guys, welcome to the first ever video on the channel. My name is Alex Jacobs and I created Breakthrough Football to share a behind the scenes look at chasing the dream to become a professional footballer. I created Breakthrough Football a few days ago actually, but it's been in the works for a long time. People have suggested to me many times to create something like this, to share a behind the scenes look at my life chasing this dream with people that are like me, players that have followed on the same path, people that are supporting along the way. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I've got a lot of different things planned for this channel, hopefully something for everybody that's tuning in. If you're watching this now, it's probably because you're one of my good friends or family and I forced you to follow my channels. But hopefully as the channel grows, more and more people will take a look. For those of you that are watching from the early stages, this is what you can expect going forwards. I'll be posting content for training sessions. This is going to include training sessions with other footballers, individual training sessions, workouts, home workouts, body weight, weightlifting, things like this, resistance band workouts. Whatever your fitness goal, you will find it here. And if you can't find it here, you can always reach out to me, drop me a comment, send me a DM, and tell me what you want to see. In this video, I'm going to keep it pretty short, being as it is my first ever post, but I'll tell you a little bit about myself, I'll tell you a bit about my journey so far, and I've got a pretty big piece of news that I'm really excited to share with you. I started playing soccer ever since I could walk. I was never the most gifted, the most naturally talented player on any of my teams, but I was a leader. I was not the most flashy. I was never the best on my teams, but I was always close and I was consistent. I always had that dream to play professionally, but here in New York it was not nurtured by the culture around the sport, unfortunately. People would look at me funny if I told them that's what I wanted to do after college. I didn't have the privilege of playing for any MLS academies. I did play for good youth clubs around the area, and I was a four-year player for my high school varsity team. If you saw me play when I was 16, you would not have believed I would go on to play professionally. But that is the beautiful thing about determination. It finds a way. I graduated from high school and I applied to Cornell University. I did not apply as a student athlete, simply a student. I hoped to try out for the varsity team once I got there. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. The coach, for whatever reason, he had his scouting, he had his recruiting process already underway. So I didn't play on the varsity team in college. I didn't have NCAA experience. I played on a student-run club team, shout out to Mundial, and I graduated in 2020 with essentially no resume as a footballer. I had some semi-pro experience from the NPSL in New York and from the USL2, but I was basically starting from scratch. And I realized after I graduated that I had a lot of work to do to build my brand, build my name as a footballer, not only in the US, but internationally. So once I was ready to graduate in 2020, I was fully prepared to hit the ground running and start going on trials, start reaching out to teams, and market myself as a footballer, a free agent. And like everybody else, my entire life was put on hold with the pandemic. Things didn't really open up until the next spring, and it really wasn't fully open, but I found a team in New York, in the USL2, and I got some semi-pro experience that way. And after that, I went to Costa Rica to soccer visa for 2.5 months. That was in October of 2021, so just about a year ago exactly. After I got back from Costa Rica, I went to Puerto Rico. I had a season there. That was the first half of this year, 2022, from about March until July. And since then, I've just been marketing myself continually on LinkedIn, on email, cold calling, lots of different coaches and agents. I went to Albania for a trial, which didn't work out in September. It's been a wild ride since graduating. A lot has happened. I've taken a lot of risks. I've failed a lot. I've been rejected dozens and dozens and dozens of times. But despite all of the risks and the failures and the rejections and the hardships, it's been worth it. Because as of about last week, I'm signed for the next season in the NPL Tasmania. That's a second-tier league in Australia with a team called Launceston City FC. I've never been to Australia. I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to play there. And now I have that chance. So I'm really excited to go over there in January. Until then, I'll just be in New York working out, training, and staying in the best shape that I can so that once I touch down in Tasmania in January, I'm ready to go. So guys, now that you're caught up with my life as a professional footballer up to this point, I'm so excited to continue sharing an inside look with all of you. Stay tuned for content like this, more vlogs, more behind the scenes looks, workouts, training sessions, and if you've got suggestions, comments, thoughts, ideas, collaboration, just reach out to me. Send me a DM, leave a comment on my YouTube channel. However you want to do it, don't hesitate because I'm always looking for feedback. Of course, as I go through this process of documenting and creating for you, I'm learning as well. So feel free to reach out, please. And if you liked this video, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share, anything you can do, I really, really appreciate. And I'll see you on the next video.